Have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. But now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Black spot 4. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Lions' 34-yard line.
On second down now, it's Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. From behind, and he's going to be driven down. Linval Joseph. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cook. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to air it out deep for Green, and that's caught inside the 35, and all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Check the out, check the out, check the out, he go.
He'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, Akers. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Akers. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go look.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll drop the throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On third down, Akers.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discuss.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 55 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll set up a throw. And the Lions Is pressure too strong? Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Hardman. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go. A gain of 19 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mecole Hardman There to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back to throw here. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
This fielded at the 2. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Again, it's Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Evades the tackler, and now some space. They were looking for Johnson that time. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. The The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Lions, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. the cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can